Hi, everybody. I haven't channeled in a while, like months and months and months and months, to be exact, at least in a public forum. So I thought I would channel today, and we will see what happens. Um, it's an intense time, and there's so much going on collectively. Um, the coronavirus pandemic, the racial justice um, movement that's really just another pandemic or breaking down. It's a racism is just another virus, like coronavirus, but obviously a different kind. But it's a virus that infects all of us. It's in the air we breathe, and so all that's going on. And it's just an intense time energetically. We're in eclipse season. Venus transits, Mars and Neptune are happening, like 6 or 7 retrogrades. So just a lot going on. And 2020 was always going to be this year, and June was always going to be one of the intensest, that's not a word, most intense times in 2020. So when things are intense, journaling is my go-to and channeling is my go-to. Finding guidance outside of my crazy ego mind. The thing that attaches onto all the things and glums and tries to work all the stuff out and piece and parse. So I turn to tarot cards as an access to my intuition, just like journaling is as well. And I open to messages from higher beings. So I pulled some cards, and it's perfect what came through. So we've got the Four of Feathers. I use the Spirit Song tarot deck, and it is kind of a tarot deck that's interconnected with nature and just has a really lovely energy to it. So the Four of Feathers, you can see it's a bear hibernating, sanctuary, rest, hibernation, turning in, chrysalis, cocoon. This time of very yin energy, of internal, just being soft with yourself, finding sanctuary, whether that's in your body, taking a bath, resting, or creating safe sanctuary space. My bed right here, and energetic. So being in your own system and just soft. Don't try to force yourself or berate yourself. No beating yourself with a baseball bat right now. It's not. Don't ever do that, but especially in this time right now. And then the other one that came out with it is the King of Shells, and this is a seahorse, and you can see it's harmony, integrity, and to me this really points to where the rest and nourishment and nurturing is going. And so by opening ourselves to that yin energy and giving ourselves that time to turn inward, we open to this sense of harmony, integrity, balance, restructuring ourselves and our world from a place of what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like two sides. It's like I'm getting a sense. It's like masculine and feminine energies together. Oh, where is this sunspot? If you think of an infinity symbol, right? This is a really interesting sign to think of in the paradigm of our world. That of duality, third dimension duality, is one of this and that. Black and white, right and wrong. It's this way or it's this way, and there's no in between. And 5D, which is where we're moving to, is one of spectrum, holding both and holding all of it at the same time. Multidimensionality, all of it, yes, and at the same time. And that to me is harmony and integrity. It's kind of the 0 point in the infinity symbol. It's that point right in the middle where the two kind of ends of duality that find peace, is right in that point where they meet. And so our world has been one of outward expression and doing and productivity and fighting and forcing. And the more that we can rest and nurture ourselves as we go through deep, intense changes at all levels of our being, the more we can rest in that harmony and integrity. We can bring into balance all this kind of outward forceful energy in our world, balancing it out with more of that yin energy that's been lacking, and that nurturing, resting, hibernating, soft. And in so doing, we can find balance between that two, right in that center point. So
that's what the tarot cards had to say.
I'm going to see who, I don't actually know. I'm a little nervous. I haven't tuned in. I just did it with a friend, 2 friends, like a week or 2 ago. But I haven't done it on here for a while, so I want to make this a more regular thing. That is my goal. Actually, I don't believe in goals anymore. That is where I'm finding fun right now. That idea sounds very fun to me, so hopefully something that will be birthing through me in the next bit of time. But until then, let's see what happens. So as I tune in, I invite you to tune in. So that means you can close your eyes or just kind of land in your body. Take a deep breath, land in your space, connect to the earth. Channeling is ultimately this meeting of the grounded human part of ourselves and this higher essence, this higher dimensionality that we all have access to and can communicate with at any given time. And our body becomes this channel where it meets in the heart center. So you open the crown, you open the root, and these different energies kind of align and balance. So you're staying rooted and in your body and in the earth at the same time that higher divine intelligence is coming through you. So I invite you to do the same. Even though the words come through my mouth, you are connecting with those energies at the same time that you're hearing them, and you can connect with them at any point in time. So, okay. Feel your root chakra open as you connect to the earth, and allow that grounding cord to seep down into the soils beneath you. Oopsies. We are rooted. Feel your energy land fully in your body in this moment in time and space. Feel that earth energy rising through your root chakra, your sacral chakra, up into your heart. And at the same time, open your crown and allow the energies of Father Sky, higher intelligence, of the ethers of the unseen, white or gold light, to filter down through your channel, through your third eye, your throat, your heart, where they merge with the earth. You can call in any other guides that you connect to, whether that's ancestors, angels, fairies, your own guides, other galactic entities. And if you don't know who those are specifically, a more general intention of just connecting to spiritual beings, spiritual guidance that have your highest and best interests in mind and come from a place of light and love is always a welcome container as well. Let's see. It seems to be a discussion right now of who is going to come through first. Hello, we are the divine Andromedan characters. We are here with you today to bring a message of sound and vibration, to open yourselves to love and higher intelligence, to expand your capacity, to allow, to question what is real, to question your divine essence, your life force. What is life? What is any of this that you are experiencing at this point in time? We want to play with you in this space of what is real and what is allowed and what is acceptable and what is judgment. What do you judge? What do you make right and wrong in any given situation? What voice is correct? What judgment do you put on this experience? How much do you go into your mind based on what you are hearing instead of really listening to your body for what you feel? Which voice is right? Which voice has the intonation that you say yes to? And are you saying yes from a place of knowing in your body, resonance to vibration? Or are you judging first and foremost based on the preconceived notions of a certain voice or the associations you might have with certain vocal intonations of how a certain being comes across or what stereotypes you apply to them? Notice the different voices we are using with Helen in this way as she opens to this different divine intelligence. Notice how we are playing with her vocal cords in this way, and notice the different reactions that you have in your system, the different mind judgments and false associations that you make based on the different vocal cords that we use. Notice the different ways that she is coming across and the different emotions that those supposedly create within you, and notice the attachments, the judgments, the thoughts, the analysis that your mind gives to them based on the way the words are coming out. And breathe. So, we want to play with you in this way today, as there is so much judgment up for due course at this point in time. You are seeing it play out on your world stage in the span and context of racism, black and white and minority and people of color, but it's the same game that is played out across your world for eons and eons of time. A game of separation, of duality, of seeing the other not as yourself, of ascribing certain physical characteristics, whether that is male or female, a certain color that the person presents as, a certain way that they speak or sound that you associate with intelligence or not, a certain way that they dress, any other judgments that you want to ascribe, clean, dirty, economics, education. Notice the judgments, the stereotypes that you start to ascribe to the different ways that people choose to present themselves in a given life, whether that is a conscious choice within the life or whether that's a soul choice that being made before they incarnated on this world. Take a breath here. Allow your body to land Recognize any judgments that crossed your mind when we were playing with you before. And we want to open you to play. It all feels very, very heavy right now. It all feels very, very heavy right now. And there is so much energy shifting that you are seeing consciously and that you are feeling, and that's happening at vibrations that your conscious mind does not have access to. But we hope in this message that we have allowed you to see in real time, in very quick succession, different ways and voices that your mind has for different judgments about what is real and what is true, and who other people are, and what they ascribe themselves to be, and what you ascribe them to be. Because that is ultimately a difference. Who people are, who they present themselves as, and then who you take them as are all very, very different things. You do not know who people are, and people do not know who they are. Because ultimately we are all different, and ultimately we are all the same. We are all one. We are all beings of light and love that have incarnated into physical form. That's it. That is all we are here to do. We are here to play and to love and to take on different roles as we have different experiences, to heal, to grow, to expand our capacity to love and to allow. Any differences that we have taken on in this life ultimately serve that higher purpose of expansion of what we are capable of loving. So in this way, today, we open you to love. Love Helen in all the different forms her voices took. Love all the different associations of all the different peoples and stereotypes, the different voices and play created within yourself. And love all the different beings, the different humans in your world at this time. You ultimately are all one heart. You beat the same. You love and you allow and you belong. And that has been the distortion on your world. The distortion has been that has looked untrue. Do not fall into the distortion. Open your heart to loving all of it. And ultimately, that comes from loving all the different parts of you. All the different parts, including the part that goes into judgment, that goes into fear. The more you open to those pieces and just feel them, recognize them, allow them to be, the more that you can love the part of you that's in fear. Love the part of you that is in judgment. The more that you are open to loving all other people on this world, people who are different from you or who present themselves as different from you, people who have different voices, different looks, different demeanors, different money or education, different culture, and different religion. We love you. We love you. We love you. We are with you. We are here raising consciousness with you. You are not alone in this work. If you feel alone, call on the support that is all around you. Breathe into it and don't forget to play. This is all very serious, very heavy at this time, and ultimately it is all a game. You are here in this life playing, expanding, growing, and allowing. Loving more than anything. We are with you. We love you. Until next time. Okay. So that was very different. I'm Helen again. That was very different than I expected. I'm having my own expansion as that all took place. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I love you guys. We'll see what happens next time.